kind of look at some of the tools you can use for BIM 360 glue. These are going to be the tool sets that you can use. Off to the left, this is going to be the toolbar, the ribbon. Just first off, this little icon right here is kind of like the thing you can grab on. Otherwise, you can't really move it. So if you just want to move this around, I usually just kind of place it off to the left. So that's what that little icon is for. Then you got the select. I already have that on by default. So this will allow you to obviously select any objects inside of the glue. It doesn't have the option of doing a select window, which was kind of nice. That's in Navisworks, you can do that. But here it's just going to be selecting by object. But that's going to be useful because whenever you want to, let's say, rotate, it's really helpful to select an object before you rotate, so it kind of orbits around that selection. And it'll also give you the options when you right click. You can view properties, for instance, of that selection. Now the measuring tool is below that. Typically you're going to use the point to point. That's the most common. You can also do angle, you can find an area, you can find the shortest distance between two objects. Let's just go ahead and look at the point to point. So you want to zoom in or look at, let's say I want to measure the distance of this wall right, or actually just this wall right here. So it's going to snap. You can just zoom into the next point. So let's see, there it is. Looks like it's 36 feet 10 inches and 3/8. You can save that as a markup. It's gonna your markup. You can go ahead and view it under the markups tab, which is that guy. We'll get to that in another one when we get to the markups. I'm just trying to show you how to use the dimension tool. The next one is going to be the models tree. That's going to be the most commonly used probably window or tool for 360 glue. It's going to basically give you an overview of what models you currently have inside of your file. So this is a merge model. You can control the visibility of your models. So let's say if I wanted to turn off everything, I could do that. So it basically allows you to control the visibility. You can also narrow it down by what you want to look at as far as by level. If I go into level 1, it'll further break it down by category, similar to Revit. So you can hide those categories as well. So that's kind of just the basic overview of the model tree. There's a couple other things you could do. One of the most useful ones is going to be this move and rotate button. That'll only, it'll actually be grayed out by default. So if you want that to turn on, you actually have to select the model that you want to move or rotate. So when you click on that, it's going to show you the origins or the coordinates, the rotation angles, and that's going to be useful if you ever need to align models. Let's say you imported a model and it's way out in space. You're going to use that to match and align to another model. So that's where that comes in handy. There's also some more actions you can do. You can adjust the the units that you're using for measuring. And you can also add more models. Let's say you want to add another model that's not been merged yet. You would locate that. The ones that are already added are going to be grayed out, so you can't click those. But let's say I wanted to add this one, you could do that. So that's just how you merge those files together. Let's get out of that. Let's look at views. So to add a view, it's really simple. You just click on that icon. There's a couple ways you could do it, but first you obviously want to go to the view you want to look at or show someone. So let's say I want to kind of show a view of this corner. You can either click it there, or you can actually just right click and add view. So let's go ahead and add that. Let's say corner window. You could select who has access. Let's make it accessible to the whole project. Hit save. There it is right there. You can create folders right here. I already created a folder, so let's just go ahead and drop it into the Matt's views. Click on that. You can see it's in that folder. So there's a couple things you can do if you select it. When you select the checkbox, it'll allow you to send that if you wanted to send it to someone on the project team. So here you can see right here, you can tell who you want to send it to. Type a message in, and there you go. It's an easy way to communicate. So that's basically the View tab. It's going to be one of the most common tabs used for 360. Then there's also the markups, similar to the View tab, but it allows you to mark up the actual view. So I already have some created. There's that dimension one I use the dimension tool for. So say I wanted to add a new markup to this one. It'll bring up, when you hit the add, it'll bring up this box. It gives you a couple little sketching tools. You can also type in a text. So it's really basic. You can scribble things like that. Hit save, and you basically can save those markups, send those out to a consultant to verify that dimension. Another way to communicate. There it is right there. The activities tab is just really gonna kind of go through all the activities that were just done on the project history. So you can just see I made a markup just a few minutes ago. So that's basically what that is, just showing the project history. And then there's the Clash tab. I'm not going to go through this, but basically that's because there's another tutorial on that already, and it's this is the more in-depth tool for 360 glue. So I'll create another video for that, but I just wanted to show you where you're going to access the clash detection tool for that. And then if you want to attach anything to this file, what you need to do for the attachments, you need to actually select something to attach to. So if I wanted to attach, let's say, something to this roof, you need to select it, right click on it, add attachment, add file, and you just find whatever, let's say a cut sheet on that specific roof. You can go ahead and click on that, and it'll attach that file to that specific element. And then when you click on that, it'll show you what attachments you have in your model. So that's basically the tools that are most commonly used. Another thing that's really good to know is just understanding your display options. So that's going to be, to find that, you're going to go under the options under your profile. So like for instance that 2D view plan, you're going to control that through here. So that is this guy right here. You can see that's, I can turn that on and off. Another one is the grid lines. Those are very common. There are no grid lines on in this project, so you can't see those. But those you can shut on or off. You can also control transparencies, markup thickness, your view cube if you want that off. I usually like that on. It's pretty helpful. Navigation tools, you can turn those off as well. I like those on. The background, you can control the environment through there, and the advanced goes into your dimension units, angle, precision, things like that. So that's basically the tools for BIM 360 Glue.